your host, Eric Forsetter. As always, thanks for watching another edition of the EQ Video Tip. Before we jump in, let's review the goals of EQ Video Tip. What's on tap for today? Well, it's a great episode about mindset, and it's how to develop a winning mindset according to a lead performance psychologist for the Navy SEALs. And this is by Tim Crino. And let's face it, people tell you need to have a growth mindset, or you need to have a winning mindset, or you need to have a warrior mindset, or a grit mindset. There's so many mindsets out there. Which one is correct? The answer is all of them. What we need to think about is how to have different mindsets depending on who we're talking to and what we're trying to utilize them for, whether it's our kids, our families, our friends, our coworkers, our customers. There are different mindsets for different people, and it's important to understand what the choice you're going to make will be for each of these different people. We may tweak it around our kids or our family versus how we talk to a friend or how we interact with a customer. It's important to understand that as you go through and tweak these mindsets, you can make yourself even more valuable to that person in terms of your attitude, your effort, and your overall behavior, and in turn, they will become more valuable to you as well. Let's jump in and understand how to embrace these different mindsets. Tip number one, speaking of embracing, embrace multiple mindsets. Again, you're going to play a different role with people at work versus your partner, your parent, your siblings, even childs or teammates, and each role can demand a different mindset for success. For example, if you're adopting a gritty, competitive, ambitious mindset, that might be great for sports, maybe for work, but not the best recipe for success with a partner or with a parent. How do we pick the roles? Well, it's important to figure out and to think about each mindset and then describe it in 3, maybe 5 words. Think about the mindset you want to bring with the person that you're working with and utilize that as you're going through and talking with them. If you have a certain person that you admire who does a role a certain way, think about that and describe how they are. That will get you to that natural mindset and help you embrace multiple mindsets. Tip number 2, learn how to switch from one mindset to the other. It's not that simple. You can't just turn a switch and go from being in a growth mindset to an ambitious mindset. You have to figure out how to do that. When you're coming home from work, let's say, you might want to have a certain routine that gets you ready to be more with your family or your partner or your spouse so that you're ready for that. It doesn't mean you completely turn off that other mindset, you just dim it down a bit. So if you're in a highly charged environment, you get home, maybe it's trying to be loving with your partner, whatever that may be. So think about how you can change your mindset with a routine. Once that routine is in place, that will allow you to switch from one mindset to the other more easily. Our last tip, practice makes perfect, just like everything else. We're going to make mistakes changing from one mindset to the other. It takes a lot of effort expressing your attitude, your effort, your behavior on a daily basis. And there are only so many things you can control. And at any time, you're going to run into some adversity. We all do. When you do, understand that it's okay to go through challenges. And when you hit those challenges, think and say out loud, I'm going to learn from this and I'm going to get better. Because guess what? We're all going to make mistakes. If you understand how to figure out where those mistakes are and how to improve upon them and not make them again, you'll be able to have that growth mindset as well as embrace multiple mindsets in your daily life. That's a wrap for this week's EQ video tip. Hopefully these tips will help you grow in your mindsets and develop multiple mindsets to help you embrace different relationships in your life. Remember, use these tips to ensure that you are growing your EQ to the best of its ability. And again, use them as you see fit. Remember, mindset is a choice, and defining the mindset you want to adopt for the role, different roles I should say, within each of your relationships in your life is important. Transition into that mindset by repeating the characteristics of the mindset you want to do. Hopefully that helps.